Hello, everyone.
Okay, Mr. Colby.
Hello, everyone. It's Colby, and today I am joined with my buddy Philip,
Hey.
which you heard from already. So that's definitely going to be in the recording. And
Great.
we are doing more subclass rankings. This time we are going to be doing the Wizard. We have done Blood Hunter, Cleric, Artificer, Fighter, Monk, and Barbarian. We've also done Paladin and Ranger, but unfortunately the audio wasn't very good, so we have to redo that. But yeah, so we're doing all over 120 subclasses. If you want to check out this tier maker tier list, the link is in the description. And these, our opinions on this are our own, and it's very subjective. It's exactly what they are. They're opinions, and they're not really compared to other subclasses and other classes, and they're not really influenced by how we feel about classes. Although that does kind of bleed over sometimes, especially when
Most of the time.
sometimes
Most of the time.
we try to be subjectively objective about
Well, no,
this.
because it's about if we were to play the class, what would we want to play? So if you don't want to play the class at all, then, there's going to be more at the bottom because you don't want to play any of them.
Yeah, what I found how it usually works for me is there's a couple at the top, but most of them are at the bottom because they don't really interest me because that's what happened with Monk. But
I have an incredibly even split. Like, I did all 122 subclasses.
oh
I have
yeah,
an incredibly even split. Most are S, then A, then C, then D, then B.
okay. I think mine
Just
is
sheer amount in
mine is-
each tier.
probably different, but
Oh, probably.
we're gonna do Wizard first. Like and subscribe, of course, and let's get into it with Abjuration.
D.
You say C or D?
D.
I still didn't hear it. B, C, or D?
D for
D?
Derek.
D for Derek. Okay. I put it in A.
I put it in D because I don't particularly like Abjuration Magic.
That's fair.
And if you don't like Abjuration Magic, don't play this subclass. It's as simple as that.
That's fair. I like it because Abjuration Magic can be very much support-like in battle, possibly like buffing your friends, and I think the class features really enhance that. So I think this is just a lot more of like personal preference, how we feel about Abjuration.
Oh, 100%. Like, I just don't like Abjuration.
Yeah,
Abjuration
Fair
has
enough.
one of my least favorite spells in it.
fair enough. But how do you feel about like the subclass features? Like I like Arcane Ward.
They're basically like, honestly, they don't even matter that much because the core part of it is the Abjuration. So I'm never gonna play this one because I just don't like Abjuration Magic that much.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm never gonna play it. That's why it's a D for me, because it's just Arcade Ward sounds cool, but like I don't care about Abjuration Magic, so I'd take one of the schools that is a school that I like.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I can definitely see that. I do like how spell resistance is just like simply powerful though. Just resistance.
Yeah, but you don't get it till 14th level.
Oh yeah, and we don't really prioritize the higher level stuff, but they do.
No, I prioritize the lowest ones.
Yeah. So I put it at A, you put it as a D.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what the middle would be. I don't really care to argue B or C. Is there one you insist?
I don't
being?
care.
Okay. Just put it in B then.
Sure.
When given the option, I'll choose my option.
Okay.
Well, of course.
No, it's just funny.
So let's move on to Bladesinger then, which I had
S.
at S. Yes,
S.
I knew
It's easy.
I knew we were both going to agree on this one.
It's the better Echo Knight.
Yeah, it's a high level spellcaster.
Not Echo, Eldritch.
Eldritch Knight, yeah.
Yeah. It's just the better Eldritch Knight. It's cool. It's the better Swords Bard. It's just cool, you know?
Yeah, like you don't turn into like a tank, though. Like
No.
your AC doesn't get crazy high, but it does get high enough that you're not scared
It gets
to
high
go
enough.
in.
Gets high enough. You're not gonna get one shot like every other wizard on this list.
Yeah, absolutely. If you combine this with like a mobile feat, you would be insanely strong.
Or like if you played a Tabaxi Bladesinger. It's supposed to be that you're an elf. It's like, the Blade Song is an elven thing, but who cares? A Tabaxi Bladesinger is so strong because the Tabaxi's special ability is that you can double your movement.
Okay.
Not just like add 30 feet. It's double whatever your walking speed is. So if your walking speed is higher, then you double it. It's that higher.
Okay. Is that a bonus action?
It's like once per long rest kind of a situation.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah,
But
just
it's really cool because it's just like a burst of speed. You get zoomies.
yeah. Basically, you get zoomies.
Anyways, yeah. It's just a cool subclass.
Yeah, you can attack twice, which is just kind of unreal for like a wizard. You don't, and then you can use one of your cantrips in place of those attacks, just like an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah, it is built around dexterity. It's like rapiers, short swords.
Mm-hmm.
Not like I'm gonna do this with a maul. It's specifically one-handed melee weapons, and it's about being nimble. So you don't want to be strength-based for it. You want finesse weapons.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. Strength-based weapons are.
I prefer finesse weapons anyway, but it's just also just a cool aesthetic because it's a blade song. You're invoking a magical song around you and you're dancing around the battlefield at a quick pace. That's just cool.
Yeah.
You know, and you get an extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
You can use a cantrip as one of those attacks, which is so strong.
Yeah, and like you still have those 9th levels eventually, 8th level, 7th level spell slots. So
Yeah,
this
like,
one's
at 6th level, you can hit something with your cantrip, and then your next turn cast fireball.
yeah. It's insane.
It's hard to get around how strong Bladesinger is, and it's just cool and fun. So it's probably the easiest ranking on this class.
I had no doubt that you and I would agree on this one. So
Yeah, I mean, how could you? It's just good.
let's move on to Chronurgy Magic now. I put this one at an A. I really like this one.
Me too.
Yeah. Like
I also had it at A. I just think it's cool.
Yeah, I like more
Time magic is cool.
Yeah, and like the second level one is so powerful. You can just force someone to re-roll as your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, twice per long rest, but still, at second level.
That's basically a luck dice.
Yeah, temporal awareness. It just fits. Like, you can add your intelligence modifier to your initiative rolls. Like, you are a time wizard, so it makes sense you'd be faster.
I've played with a time wizard on my party, and you've DM'd a time wizard. And their initiative was crazy high, and it was always weird till I found out they were this kind of wizard. Like, how the heck is your initiative +7 or whatever it was? Like, you're a wizard. What the heck is going on?
Yeah. Like momentary stasis, also something I would actually use. You can just force. It's a Constitution saving throw, so it is a little bit weaker, but depending on who you're fighting.
There's most subclasses. There's at least one ability that you'd never use. Nothing on this subclass has one of those.
Yeah.
They're all just useful.
I agree.
You know?
It's not an S. I'm not insanely crazy about it.
Oh
but
yeah. It's not like I would be down to play it, but like I'm not like pining to play one right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd be down to play one in a one shot. Right now, right here, right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like I'm not down to jump into a long form campaign right here, right now with one of these. I'd rather be a Bladesinger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, let's put that into A. That's an easy A.
Yep.
And move on to Conjuration. What?
We will have different on this one.
Really? I put it as a B. So.
I have it in S because
Okay.
I just really like Conjuration Magic.
Fair enough.
That's simple reasoning. You know,
Yeah.
it's all of the things are just about buffing your summons basically.
Yeah. And like
And you could teleport. I like teleportation.
yeah.
And I just like Conjuration Magic. You know, like whenever we play Terraria, I always play a summoner. You know what I mean? Like I just whenever I play any kind of games, I play summoners. When we were playing Divinity, I was playing a summoner.
Mm-hmm. No, it is unfortunate that the teleportation takes an action.
Yeah, but
Oh well.
that's all it takes.
Yeah, and you can also I like the recharge feature of it, where you get another charge if you cast a conjuration spell.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's super cool. I think that should be used more often. Like, just have all like different methods to recharge your abilities other than just short and long rest.
Oh yeah, I just like this subclass.
Yeah.
It's not like it's crazy powerful. I just want to play one because I started to play one and then that campaign died pretty quick.
Oh
Because
yeah.
it was the Strixhaven campaign.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, and I was playing it hard into Conjuration. I was only taking Conjuration.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Which is, if you're gonna only take one type of spell, Conjuration's not a bad one because you have utility and damage spells.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more wide ranging. Like if you were to do that with Abjuration, oh man, I wouldn't want to go into a fight.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of need people with you with Abjuration.
Yeah, and then Evocation is the opposite.
Yeah.
Where you really only have damage spells, which in a fight is good, but any other time, not so much.
So you put that as S, I put it as B. Just split it down the middle, split the difference.
Sure. Sure, why not?
It's just a matter of I don't like Conjuration Magic as much.
Oh yeah, it's the same.
Yeah.
Just opposite of how we were with Abjuration, where I just don't like Abjuration.
Yeah, but I do really I do really like all the subclass features.
Oh, with all the School of Magic subclasses, it's gonna come down to if you like it or not. The School of Magic.
I have,
because if you don't, it won't matter how much you like subclass features, except for Divination, which we will talk about now.
Yep, Divination.
It's an S.
What did I put Divination as? Oh, I did put it as an S. We agree.
Yeah, Portent alone.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
I love
the strongest
Portent.
ability in the game.
Yeah. So if anyone doesn't know it, when you finish a long rest, you can roll d20s and record the numbers rolled. And you can basically just replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check by one of those rolls. It's so versatile because you can either give someone a bad
ultimate
roll.
luck dice.
Yeah. Or you can give someone a good roll, and you get 2 per long rest, which is great.
Yeah. It's the best ability in the game.
Yep.
It's so good. And it's always good.
Yeah, Expert Divination is great. You can regain spell slots if you use a Divination spell of 2nd level or higher. That's pretty powerful.
It's useful, yeah. Divination Magic is just okay. It's not great. I like it more than Abjuration, but like it's not great. Like it's not a damage one. It's got stuff like See Invisibility, Mind Spike, Arcane Eye, Divination, Find Path, True Seeing, Speak with Animals. You know that it's all buffs. But oh my gosh, Portent is just game changing.
And at 14th level, you get 3 instead of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, they didn't even need to add that.
No, they really
Just
didn't.
a cherry on top.
Yeah. So this one is an easy S up.
Yeah.
With Bladesinger.
It only needs Portent to be S.
And those are the only.
So good.
Those are the only ones I had at S. So we'll see how
me
the
too,
rest.
but I had Conjuration as well.
Yeah, fair enough. I brought.
That's
that
the
down.
only. That's the only one I had at S other than those two. So I doubt we'll have any more S's.
Yeah. But fair enough. Bladesinger and Divination are very much the top subclasses.
They're the favorites.
Yeah. So let's move on to Enchantment now, which I gave a A.
I gave D.
Okay. Is this the magic or the subclass features?
It's the magic, because if I'm gonna play a character like this, I'd rather be a bard.
A fair argument. I do like the subclass features.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like, the subclass features are good and everything. It's just most of the enchantment spells you get with Wizard, in terms of like Gnosis and Charming and everything, bards also get, and I just have more fun with bard.
Yeah, I think that's a fair
That's the
argument.
only reason why this is D. Like I wouldn't ever play it because another class does it better. That's it.
Mm-hmm. But if you do want to play a wizard like bard, you can't really go wrong with enchantment. But like you said, bard just has that kind of stuff better. So I put that.
It's just personal preference, you know.
Oh yeah. You put that as a D. I put that as an A. It's kind of interesting, like how we're rating these, because with Wizard it sounds like we're just it's great. It's just so much like personal opinion about it. There's not a lot here, at least for me, that was just like terrible, like Cavalier.
It's because Wizard as a base class is one of the best classes.
Fair enough.
So, and most of the subclasses in it are just, do you like this school of magic, yes or no?
Yeah, I think we're probably moving through these a little bit quicker than usual.
Well, it's also like the features. There's usually like a feature that's distinctive, and the others are like, hey, it costs less gold to write down the spell under your spellbook.
Yeah.
Well, when you cast this school, you get a little benefit. Like, yeah.
So
that's it.
I put yeah. I put this one as A, you put it as D. I put Abjuration in B, so I'm perfectly fine putting this one in C for you. I like Abjuration more than Enchantment, to be honest.
Okay.
But I like being more support-like.
I like Enchantment more than Abjuration. But
you want to switch them around?
Not with a wizard.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Next one then is Evocation.
Solid mid at B.
Okay, I had it as A. I like it.
I had it solid mid because Evocation, super fun. It's great. It's like the damage school. However, it's all it is.
Yeah, it doesn't really have much else.
Yeah, like Conjuration is a bit of both worlds. Divination has Portent, so whatever. But like this one, not a whole lot other than damage. Like there's like one or two, but for the most part, it's just like you're gonna be a blaster.
I guess it's a lot of passive buffs for subclass features. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, and Evocation is a fun class. Like, I think Evocation Wizard is one of the better ones for a new wizard to get into, because it's the easiest to understand. Like, it's all damage spells. You know, damage spells, generally speaking, are the easier ones to understand because you don't really have to be creative with it. You don't have to be creative with a fireball. Just put it where you're going to hit the most people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, with a divination wizard, you got to really think about what you're doing with it.
Yeah. Conjuration as well. Abjuration. Fair enough. A lot of people just understand also innately that I shoot fire, I shoot ice, I deal damage, right? That's the simplest spell that you can cast. It just deals damage.
Yeah,
so,
Evocation is like solid mid for me because it's like baby's first wizard.
Yeah, I'm fine with this one being a B.
Yeah, it's just a solid mid. Never gonna disappoint you, but it's not like anything special.
Yes. So, Graviturgy Magic.
The other critical role one.
Yeah, I really like this one. It's an A for me.
Me too.
Okay. I'm glad we agree because I actually really like this one despite not putting it as an S. It's just cool.
Yeah. I agree. It's just cool.
Yeah, like adjust density
it's not crazy strong. It's just cool.
Yeah, like a lot of it is just nice, like thematically. Adjust density is cool thematically. It's not overpowered. You just make someone heavier or lighter. It has different effects. I like gravity well. It's not it's not anything like amazing. It's just you can like push
Move people around,
like just 5 feet too.
I really want to play Rune Knight and have a Graviturgy wizard in my party.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I think that would be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, it's just like the Rune Knight growing and then the Graviturgy wizard like changing densities and stuff. You know, it's just like so much changes in form, and I just really dig that. Also, black holes are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just can't go wrong with a black hole. It's just cool.
Yeah, I think that's what you can do with Event Horizon, right?
I mean, Gravity Well is a black hole. It's just a little itty bitty one that goes.
It's just like a little blip that just tugs on someone.
Yeah, Event Horizon is like the edge of a black hole where you see like all the light going. That's the Event Horizon.
Yeah, and like the nice thing about Gravity Well is like it doesn't have an additional check on top of it. It's just if you hit.
Yeah, it just happens.
Yeah, because it's not huge, but it could become in clutch. Like you basically disengage an enemy from someone, or you kind of just nudge them off the cliff or whatever into the wall, or yeah. So
now there is one gripe I have with Event Horizon.
Okay.
Every foot of movement costs an extra 2 feet. I hate that. Because why'd you make it 2? That makes it so annoying to calculate if you have 30 feet of movement.
Oh yes, that is fair enough.
That's my only gripe, is that it just makes it so annoying because you're dealing with 5-foot blocks and it's always 5 foot. Why'd you make it 2?
That's
so now it takes 3 feet for every foot. So if you have a speed of 35, you can only really move 33.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That is fairly small, but yeah.
I said it's my only gripe, and it's literally just the last part of the last ability. Whatever.
Exactly. So
and it's only annoying because it's annoying to calculate because you have to actually calculate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's just a solid A. Yeah. Solid good.
Let's throw that one into A and move on to Illusion. I have as B.
I have in D for the same reason of Enchantment.
You just don't like the magic?
No. Enchantment was because Bard does better.
Oh, okay.
You know, like, I would be down to play an Illusion Wizard. However, I'd be down to play, like, every other type of wizard instead. Because if I'm gonna play an illusion wizard, I'd rather play a bard.
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just because I think that bards are perfect for illusions because like charisma, so it's also like deception and lying, and wizards aren't good at deception and persuasion, and I feel like if you're gonna be good at illusions, you should be good at that. Just personally.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I like illusory self, but I mean trickery domain gets that right away.
Yeah, that's true. It is a fairly weak 10th level one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean this came before trickery domain and echo knight, and it's the same as those.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know, whatever. Like.
Yeah.
All the abilities on this are fine. It's fine. You know, you get minor illusion for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like minor illusion. It's one of my favorite cantrips.
Yeah, and I think you can do more with it too.
You could change the natures of illusions that have a duration of more than 1 minute, 6th level, which is cool. Most illusions that you learn at 5th level and above, you can do that anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it would be a
like, the only ones that you really, the only ones that you really can't are like minor illusion and like minor image or whatever, silent image.
Yeah,
you know, like, it's kind of whatever.
This one definitely would take a more experienced player to play as well. Just with spells like minor illusion, like being it kind of based around illusions, you have to kind of know how to use the spells creatively in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm fine with this one being a D. I need to put one as a D.
Yeah, it's just so like whatever. Like, you know, the enchantment, the abjuration ones, the abilities do more lean into it. Like the malleable illusions doesn't actually do as much as it seems. Because most illusions you can do that to anyway. And the ones that you can't, it doesn't really matter that you can't.
Yeah.
Illusory self is cool, but you don't get till your 10th level, so whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. Like it doesn't actually do that much. So getting it at 10th level is whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The illusion.
Yeah, it's so. Whatever. You can be any other school of magic and take illusion spells and be almost as good as the illusion wizard at illusion spells.
Mm-hmm. So
and that's not what the school subclasses are supposed to be. It's supposed to be like you're the guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, like there is some overlap. I feel like this is very much in the line of like nature domain as well. Like it's like obviously there's that
they made one for each
of religion, but. So, let's keep that one at D then, and move on to Necromancy, which is the lowest one I have on my list. That's C.
Really? I had it at B.
Okay. Why are you surprised at that?
Necromancy's usually a favorite for people.
I don't know. It just didn't seem to interest me. It's entirely personal.
In the right campaign, this is the strongest class.
Fair enough.
Just because you can command undead and you can make an undead army.
Yeah, I guess just as a wizard, I don't want to be evil.
I have it as a solid mid because like it is cool, but also, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough.
Solid mid. Baby's first edgy character.
Baby's first edgy character.
Yeah, like how Evocation was Baby's first wizard.
Yeah, where you
go.
know,
like it just whatever.
Where you go and be a warlock or a oathbreaker or something.
Yeah.
More fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, necromancy
makes great big bad evil guy material. School of Necromancy.
Yes.
And by great I mean like bog standard. Sorry, it makes easy big bad evil guy material.
Yeah. So I'm fine with this one either being a B or a C. Do you care?
I'd prefer to be,
Okay.
because I know that most people do like it.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm sure putting that as a B will do it justice.
Well, no, just like most people do like it, not love it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I say it's a solid mid. Like, I don't know anyone that it's their favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's still one of those classes that's always like, I kind of want to like make one, but it's hard to make it work in their campaign. You need the right campaign for it.
Yeah.
The right campaign, it can absolutely be yes. Like imagine a party with a necromancy wizard, a death domain cleric, a grave cleric, I don't know, an undead warlock, and an oathbreaker paladin. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that'd be a fun campaign.
Yeah, that could be so cool.
Yeah.
Throw in a phantom rogue for spice. I don't know. Or a zealot barbarian.
Or almost any rogue, to be honest. But let's move on to Order of Scribes, which I do like. It's just didn't excite me that much, so I have it as a B.
I had an A.
Okay, I can see why. Like I love the idea of it and like having a floating spell book. But it just didn't interest me as much.
Yeah, I just love the roleplay of it. Just sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Also, this one saves you a lot of money.
That is true.
Like a lot of money.
Yes. That's true.
And you can copy spells way faster.
Mm-hmm. And you got a cool book friend.
Yeah, well, and you can use your book as your spellcast focus, which crazy that that's not a thing in any others.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. Or I am surprised.
I kind of wish that you could also use your quill as one instead.
Just thematically.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure any DM would let you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's just a tiny wand.
Yeah. So, Order of Scribes, you put it as an A, I put it as a B. I don't really feel as like strongly about it to like bring it down to a B if you have it as an A. Like it's a good subclass. I like it. And I remember being excited about it when it came out too. I think I told you about it. That it was like they made a subclass all about how much the wizard loves his book. It's like all about his book.
Yeah.
And I do
which
like
makes sense.
I like the wizard subclasses that are not based around a school. Like all four of them.
Chronurgy, Graviturgy, Scribes, Bladesinger, War Magic.
Yeah. I do
I don't like
all
one of them.
I'm sure we're gonna go over War Magic, which is the one you probably don't like. But we have
I mean, it's the only one left.
Yeah, exactly. So but we have Transmutation first, which I put it as a B. I think I probably feel more about it as a C now. I just don't like transmutation spells.
I have it in A because I do like transmutation spells.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
It can go in B. It's down the middle, right?
That's why I put it as B. The polymorph spell at
For
10th
free?
level. Yeah, for free.
Free.
It's crazy. You can use it without
However,
a spell
it's
slot.
however, you can only target yourself, and you can only turn into a beast whose challenge rating is 1 or lower.
That's still a lot of hit points for a while.
No, it's not.
No?
No. Challenge rating 1 or lower is like a normal wolf.
Okay. Maybe not then.
Challenge rating 1 or lower at level 10, you can sneeze and kill that. This is for roleplay.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
This is to become your find familiar friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you can cast it with a spell slot, and use it normally, but you could just take polymorph as a spell anyway normally, so it doesn't really change anything there.
Yeah, so let's put Transmutation in B then, and
Yeah.
move on to the final subclass, War Magic.
Well, the main reason I like the Transmutation one, like other than the spells, the Transmuter Stone. We didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like giving Dark Vision, increasing speed, that I don't really care. Proficiency in con saving throws is huge. Also resistant to elemental damage.
Yeah.
That's great. You know, like that's just a useful ability. And you get it at 6 levels. You get it for most of the game.
Yeah.
It's just useful. I really like that.
And it seems like it has a lot of versatility too.
Yeah.
Which I'm always a fan
It has a lot of versatility that can make up for difficulties in the party.
Yeah. Absolutely.
War Magic is
Yes, let's move on to War Magic, which you don't like. I had as a B. You have it as a D?
Yep, I don't like it. No, I had it as C.
Okay. I didn't think it was that bad to be a D. I do like it.
I had it at C. It was the only one I had at C.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's not amazing.
I don't know. I like it more than the ones I had below it, and I don't like it as much as the ones I had above it. So
Yep.
it landed in C. That's it.
Yep. I think I'm fine with it being a C. I'd probably play
I don't like Power Surge.
Power Surge.
I hate Counterspell. I just don't like Counterspell.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's what brought this down to C.
I think that's what brought it up. To be honest. I
hate
that ability.
I hate Counterspell so much.
I like the idea of stealing the magic though. I like how it is thematically.
Oh, absolutely. For a storytelling thing and like thematically and like cinematically and like if it was in a cartoon, it's so cool, but I hate Counterspell. It is one of the top 2 spells I don't like. The other one is Silvery Barbs.
That's fair enough. You don't like Silvery Barbs.
I hate it. It's too strong for a first level spell.
Way too strong, you're right.
It's way too strong. It needs to be a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Or give disadvantage or advantage, not both.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's too strong.
I'm fine with keeping War Magic at C for sure.
Cool. I don't like Counterspell.
Yeah, it looks like Wizard is very skewed. There's not a lot of...
Well, it's very in the middle.
It's more positive.
Like it's yeah, because there's 4 in A.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like it's fatter in the middle than the outsides.
That's true.
Like fighter was even across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Just the middle is like...
Yeah, cleric was even across the board.
Yeah.
The only thing uneven about cleric is that if there was one from S into B, then it would be completely even, but it's still pretty even. You know, it's just this one is just a little bit more skewed higher than lower, and it's really just because we have differing opinions on what kind of spells we like, so it pulls it into the middle.
Oh yeah, and I feel like yours was probably more balanced than mine. I was very positive about a lot of these.
Usually are.
Yeah, mine was... I didn't even have one in D.
Mine is skewed more. So I had 3S, 4A, 2B, 1C, 3D.
Yeah, so this is where I definitely skewed this. I had 2S, 5A, 5B, 1C, and 0D, okay? I like the subclasses.
I try to spread it around more as well.
I just couldn't put any of them in D. It was just like,
That's fine.
I like them all. Enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wasn't like comparing it to other subclasses in D for sure, but I was kind of like using it as like a basis of how I feel what should be in D and how I should feel about putting something in D.
I don't look at anything in any other other than like illusion enchantment I had in D, is like I don't ever want to play those because I'd rather play a bard. Like I don't ever want to play those, so that's why they're in D.
Yeah, I never had that
Like,
feeling.
it's because of another class, but that doesn't change the fact that I never want to play it.
Yeah.
You know, I never want
Absolutely.
to play a nature cleric because druid exists.
Yeah. The wizard, like, I do like that even though, like, some of the ones were down there for you, you still admitted that that was like, yeah, like, the subclass features are still not terrible.
Oh yeah,
It's just the
they're
theme.
not bad. I just don't like that school of magic. And when you don't like the school of magic, don't play that school subclass because it's just a waste.
Yep.
If you don't like that school of if you can't pick a school of magic as your subclass, play war magic, play scribes, play graviturgy, play chronurgy, because it's not like you don't get that school. If you pick one of those, you still get all the spells with all of the subclasses.
Yep.
Something that I think they would have done if they were to make the schools of magic classes now is each one would have an expanded spell list like they do now. But
Yep.
these were all in the player's handbook, which they did not think of that yet.
No.
Because I think expanded spell lists would make each of these better, because then it's like you're good at divination, so you get these divination spells for free along with other spells to kind of incentivize you to always pick them. Because like if you're playing, say, an Abjuration wizard and you level up and you get your new spell, and like you're looking and it's like, yeah, but the Abjuration one isn't that good, so like I kind of want to pick this one. So then you don't end up picking a lot of Abjuration spells. You know what I mean? Like, getting them for free would be incentive to actually use them because you'd have them.
Well, let's hope they bring those expanded spell lists into the next edition they end up making. I mean, it's supposed to be backwards compatible, but moving forward, I think that's a great addition they added to the classes for any spellcaster.
Yes.
This helps with the theme of your class.
Well, it's like with Sorcerer, with the new Sorcerer stuff, like Divine Soul, they gave you expanded spell list, so you get Cure Wounds if you're good. If you're evil, you get Inflict Wounds. You know?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think you get Radiant Bolt, too.
No.
No?
Nope.
No, you can choose it. You don't get it as an expanded spell list, but you do get access to the cleric spells as Divine Soul.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other conversation for
Yeah, it's just I just like expanded spell lists.
Yeah. I think everyone does. They're great.
I think that every spellcaster subclass should always have an expanded spell list, personally.
Yeah. So that's how we feel about all of the wizard subclasses. Let us know where we're wrong, where we're right.
No, we are right. Let us know where you're wrong.
Let us know where you think that we're wrong and how you are incorrect, and you should feel bad about that.
Totally.
Totally. Like and unsubscribe, of course, if you subscribed at the beginning of this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. We're going to be doing Rogue next, so Rogue will be coming out a week after this video. If you haven't checked out our other subclass videos for the other 5 or 6 that we've done, check those out. The tier maker link is in the description, and if you unsubscribe, subscribe again. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.